Welcome back to Theme Park Quiz, and I want to talk about the new permit for Epic Universe. Universal filed a new permit for Epic Universe last week for a new 150,000 square foot addition to the property. The permit says it's for new construction and it's for the Epic Universe property. Now, there's no actual location on property. It has been, officially announced in the permit or anything. Permit just says site work and utility foundations for 150,000 square foot space. It said Epic Universe. Now, the lovely theme park spotters out there and theme park location mappers have gone ahead and kind of guessed what the location is going to be. And many, including Alicia Stella, are guessing that it's a 150,000 square foot plot that is the Harry Potter's second ride. Harry Potter, the Ministry of Magic, has a plot of land that has 150,000 square feet, or around 150,000 square feet, for expansions. Now remember, that second attraction that was going to be the VR broomstick ride was canceled, thank goodness. And now there's just an open plot of land there. And there's facades to cover up that open plot of land in the Ministry of Magic. Right now, it's such a huge land, but with only one attraction and one show, and of course the one experiences, there's not as much to do in the Ministry of Magic land in terms of rides as there's to do in each of the other lands at Epic Universe. So Epic Universe could certainly use, or the Ministry of Magic could certainly use another land, no attraction, to relieve the pressure off Battle of the Ministry, which is taking up all the load for not just that land, but most of the Epic Universe itself, as it and Monsters Unchained are the most popular rides at the park at this moment. So that leads to 2 hours, sometimes 3 or 4 hour long waits for Battle of the Ministry. So a new attraction, Harry Potter, would be much welcome to, again, very welcome to take the pressure off the Ministry of Magic. Ministry of Magic will still have long lines, but with the shiny new thing, 150,000 square feet is another massive e-ticket building that's just slightly shorter than, or slightly smaller than the Battle of the Ministry building, which I think is around 170,000 to 180,000 square feet. So you could put pretty substantial ride there, which again would take a lot of pressure off the wait times, more Battle of the Ministry. And as for what is going to be there, well, we don't know yet, but I have my speculation, or my wish list, I should say, as what Harry Potter attraction, or at least I don't care about the Harry Potter attraction, like what location they do, whether Fantastic Beasts or back to the original Harry Potter. I honestly don't care. I think Universal will do it pretty well. They're, I'd say, 9 for 10 recently on on most of their new additions since Comcast got the company. Obviously they have some misses, but they do have a lot of hits, and even their misses, like some people would consider VillainCon a miss, even though I think it's just really a great attraction for a high capacity attraction for the children over there at Universal Studios Florida. But a lot of people will call it a miss and a terrible attraction. But at least it has some high quality screens, and it's an innovative new type of theme park ride system. It's just a moving walkway that you put your luggage on, usually like an airport, but it's something that's never been done before, at least here in the United States. So again, they have some hits, even in their misses, in my opinion. But let's talk about what type of ride systems that I think Universal should put in this new attraction, if it is a new attraction, and Harry Potter, and what ride systems Universal should have at their park in general. All right, number one, something that if you watch my channel a lot, you know that something I always want is an indoor boat ride. If you've been on Twitter lately, Mr. Bob Iger has been making the rounds on some of his recent comments on Pirates of the Caribbean. And while we're not going to talk about those comments, we are going to talk about Pirates of the Caribbean. It's a small world in the new Encanto boat ride and this new Coco boat ride coming to Disney World and California Adventure, respectively. All of those things have one thing in common. They are slow, dark boat rides and with no height requirement, and Universal needs one of those in their parks. We have one to date. I'm not sure if it has no height requirement, but it is a slow boat ride. They have like 1 or 2 small drops. Pirates, again, has about 2 small drops here in California and one medium-sized drop in Florida. But it's nothing crazy, right? Anyone can still go on it, and that is the Kung Fu Panda Adventure at Universal Studios Beijing. Now, before Epic Universe, that was their newest park, and that was the newest Universal Park, Universal Studios Beijing. So, the fact that that park is pretty recent, and they did build that indoor boat ride, is a good sign. At least I think that they are kind of, hopefully will branch out into that type of ride system for multiple parks. You know, they have Dudley Do Rides, which is a log flume, thrilling boat ride attraction. They have, what should we call it, Jurassic Park River Adventure or Jurassic World the Ride, if you're here in Hollywood. And again, slow moving boat ride, but then has an 80-foot thrilling drop. Take away the 80-foot thrilling drop, make it like maybe 20 feet, and you have the same type of ride system, and that's what I'm talking about. It's a Small World type or Pirates-like ride system here for anything. I know the Creature from the Black Lagoon, a dark ride, is supposed to be rumored to be a boat ride, and that's supposed to be for Dark Universe, but that doesn't seem to be happening anytime soon, at least. So they should make another boat ride for Harry Potter, and they already have. To be fair, Epic Universe has a no height requirement boat ride and fire drill. That is the one where anyone can go on, which is good, but you involves getting wet, stuff like that. This one, you're almost there, Universal. This one would be, again, take away the interactive and wetness elements, and you're just a leisurely boat ride, like Living with the Land, or a dark ride, but in a boat form, just what Disney does very good at. Universal needs to, I think, really step up their game there, and also it would help with the complaint that Universal has very little attractions that have no height requirement, which is true. It would help that, and those boat rides are very high capacity. So for Harry Potter, that would be fantastic because you have the thrilling Battle of the Ministry there, then you have this boat ride that can still be thrilling and with beautiful sets and animatronics and stuff like that, but more accessible to more people and high capacity, so it can really eat through those people and not have too long of a line, which is great. And boat rides like that are something that usually don't break down too often, That's like the animatronics break down often, like Tiana's by Adventure, that had some struggles because the animatronics broke a lot. The actual ride system itself, especially if you don't have a lot of drops like Tiana's by Adventure does, if you just have it just chilling, like Pirates, although Pirates does break down quite a bit. Well, it used to, but it's not too bad now. Point is that reliability and uptime should be much, much better. Just with a simple but high capacity e-ticket boat ride like that. And I think that's what Epic and Universal needs. So that's my wish list. That's number one on my wish list for this new attraction. 150,000 square foot show building. It's massive. So considering a boat ride like that, I mean, I think Pirates show building is only like 70 or 75,000 square feet. So this would be double that. So let's go to the next thing, and that is an indoor roller coaster. Yes, and Universal Orlando has lots of indoor roller coasters already. They have Mummy and Gringotts. But those are in Universal Studios Florida. Epic Universe has, 2 roller coasters, right? They have, 3. They have Donkey Kong, Curse of the Real Wolf, and Stardust Racers. Now, each of those thrill levels are pretty different, which is good. They're covering the thrill levels pretty good. They have from extreme to very simple and even spinning, which adds a little bit of thrill. But they need an indoor. If an indoor coaster could be fantastic as well. Universal needs an indoor ride in general. Epic Universe needs indoor rides in general because the whole park, most of the park, shuts down in the rain. Has had quite a tough summer with it's brand new, right? So ride upkeep is a little bit low. Ride reliability is a little bit low, and plus with the daily thunderstorms, a lot of the park would be shutting down. And Islands of Adventure does have that problem too, but they do have a lot of more indoor rides, as well as Universal Studios Florida almost has all indoor rides, so that's pretty good. But yeah, Epic Universe is mostly all outdoor, so they need as many indoor rides as they can get, because currently they just have the shows, Untrainable and the Arcane Circus thing, but that again, it has dedicated showtime, so you can't just, unless they let people go and relax in there, people can't go in there. So the actual rides, besides a restaurant or restaurant or shop to go into when it's raining, are Mario Kart, Monsters Unchained, and Battle of the Ministries. That's 3 of the 15 attractions, so pretty low. So they could use a 4th and 5th, at least maybe 5. That would be at least what, a third of the attractions they can go into. Of varying thrill levels, that's important too, because if something's too thrilling, like maybe Battle of the Ministry scares young ones, or there's a height requirement so they can't go on it, maybe then that limits the indoor factor even more. Let's do when it's raining. So I feel like seems like it's gonna be an indoor ride, 150,000 square foot, but a roller coaster could work as well. I'm not sure how big the square footage for the Mummy or Gringotts is, but 150,000 square feet is pretty large. Battle of the Ministry is one of the largest show buildings, certainly in the park, but also I think on Universal Orlando property. So I feel like a pretty sizable indoor coaster could work there. And lastly, on my wish list is a suspended dark ride. That's right. With 150,000 square feet, you can do quite a bit. Like I said, that's just a lot of space. You can't visualize that. Think about, I don't know, like a super Walmart or super Target or something, like close to Costco levels of warehouse, like a store size. That's huge, right? And if you make it tall, like the Battle of the Ministry is pretty tall, you can put a confrontation style suspended dark ride in there, which is pretty awesome. And that, again, it doesn't have to be thrilling. It can be for the whole family. It can just be kind of like confrontation, right? You can do, I don't know how you can fit into the Harry Potter universe, but I'm sure they can find maybe like a broomstick, but I feel like that would be like indoor coaster. Who knows? But you can do something indoor dark ride like E.T., a suspended indoor dark ride there. That's a wonderful dark ride for everybody. It could be like a modern version of E.T. And again, have no or very little height requirement. And that way, be high capacity and eat up the people. So, very, very exciting stuff. I personally have heard that the next attraction will break ground at Epic Universe in early 2026. So these new permits do line up with that, and it looks like it's going to be in Harry Potter. The other thing we're watching for Epic Universe is P915, the new event center. That one's going to be a 40,000 square foot building. Still waiting on the permits to get approved for that one. All right. What do you guys think? Do you guys agree with me about my ride choices? And if not, what are your favorite ride types? What would you want to see at Epic Universe in general, but specifically, I guess, the Harry Potter section of Epic Universe as their second attraction? Have you been to Epic Universe? If you have been to the Epic Universe, do you agree they need an indoor dark ride? What critiques or what have you experienced at your time at Epic Universe this summer? And if you haven't been, are you going soon? I'm going in just 3 months, about 4 months. I'm super, super excited to do vlogs from there for you guys. And if you want to go ahead and book your trip, you can book it with me down below. And you can follow me on my socials and DM me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and all that good stuff. Or email me at ebecker@windsoreasttravel.com. And I can book your trip to Epic Universe for you. Or any other trip to Disney, Universal, or cruise lines. And again, just email me or DM me for a free quote. Until then, guys, press that like button. Really helps up the channel. Subscribe. And if you want to get exclusive content, become a member. And as always, stay magical, stay curious, and I'll see you at the parks.